CNN than be at a Lakers game. Look what Mr. Bus has done.
In ridiculous seats, too. Like, we were in really nice seats.
And it was
Jordan Farmar, who is much better. I should note, Jordan Farmar is much better in video games than Jody Meeks. Also getting significant minutes. Kendall Marshall, Robert Sacre got on the court. Jordan Hill and Ryan Kelly.
Robert Sacre is starting for this team.
This is it was pretty funny. I should note they lost to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Ryan, you've been trying to say something now.
Because of the signing they've made recently, and they have not drafted in the first round in a few years. They don't draft at all. Like, if you look at their draft picks, they've not drafted a good player in years.
Yeah, Ryan, what do you think about this?
They're too old. They thought they could use the team that won 3-4 years ago and just use the same team each year. They're afraid to change, and it's an issue.
Ryan?
When I look at the Lakers, I just look at what could have been if the bus not let his ego get to him. Instead of hiring Mike Brown and D'Antoni, they just kept Phil Jackson. They coached him out of retirement. So I look at Pau Gasol and I see one of the best passing big men in the league, and he and Darius Davis, Dwight Howard, Steve Nash, and Kobe ran the triangle again. That's a team that could have been 65 wins Darius Day and the championship contender. Phil D'Antoni just marooned Gasol. He basically made him stretch three, which is the last thing you want to do with Gasol, even though he does have a pretty good jump shot. I just think D'Antoni ultimately ruined Gasol's career.
Oh, no. You can't ruin a player's career by centering things around it. Pau Gasol's not good enough anymore, and I want him gone. He's not cutting. Pau Gasol's too old. He doesn't have the attitude anymore. He's washed up, and it's so frustrating to watch this team struggle the way they are. It's really just a big headache there. If Lakers owners are emperors, then right now they are under the rule of Caligula. It's that bad. We are in Caligula mode. I am waiting for a horse to be brought up as an actual senator. Moving on. Lakers, Celtics. This was a historically low matchup for two of the historically best franchises in the NBA. The Lakers won. Rajon Rondo returned. What are the implications for the Celtics in the future now with Franklin the Turtle?
Wait, Jay, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can I ask why we're talking? Why are we talking about this game?
We're not talking about this game. We are talking about. We are not talking about this game. We are not talking about this game. We are talking about Rajon Rondo returning to a Boston Celtics team led by Brad Stevens, trying to rebuild. And plus, I feel like I've talked about I have talked about Indiana, Portland, New Jersey, and New York way too much on this show, and I'm trying to give everyone equal love.
Indiana, Portland. Why are we talking about New Jersey?
The Bulls. We should talk about the Bulls.
Brooklyn. The Bulls.
We should talk about the freaking Utah Jazz, everybody.
Okay, you know what? I don't care if they have Enes Kanter, and if his name is funny, it's gonna make you giggle. Utah Jazz are good for one thing: lighting it up from 3-point range in 2K14. That is all they are good for, in my opinion. Rajon Rondo is on the Boston Celtics. He is healthy. That is what we need to talk about, and the implications for this franchise moving forward. Ryan.
I think the franchise is a pretty bright future. I still believe they can keep Rondo, and they'll probably have the top 6 or 7 draft picks. That means they can get maybe Embiid from Kansas. They can get Marcus Smart, Dante Exum, Randall, and they have, I think, 30 draft picks? Not actually, but their future is bright. If they can package a few of those draft picks along with, say, Avery Bradley or Brandon Bass, I think they can get a legitimate star player. That is a team with a very bright future, good owner, good GM, and a good coach, and I think they could be up in not contending, but maybe a playoff team in 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, Franklin the Turtle's not a very bad point guard. Let me tell you, I think he's one of the more underrated players in the NBA, and this team has a bright future ahead of it. It's going to be quite a few years, but at least their owner is not letting their ego get in their way. Noah, what do you think?
Well, the first thing I think I see when I'm, analyzing Rondo is he a Brad Stevens point guard? And if Brad Stevens is part of the future, Rajon Rondo is not. He is not a Brad Stevens point guard. You know who is? Marcus Smart. He is a Brad Stevens point guard. Dante Exum, he's a Brad Stevens point guard. They're disciplined people. I don't like Rondo. I think he's a phenomenal basketball player. I don't think he's a Brad Stevens point guard. I look at the point guards, and they're not necessarily the flashiest. They're not the best of the best. But they will put up good numbers. They will play hard every day. They will not give you sass. They will not cause locker room issues. They will go in there and they will work hard and they will keep their mouths shut and do what they are asked because they know that it's for the best for the team.
It's true. I completely agree 100%. You know how I feel about Marcus Smart. He's great. He is going to be a great player in the NBA, in my opinion. What do you think, Carl?
Here's what I think. I think really similarly to what I'm not okay. Noah, I agree with some of your points. I believe that Rondo's not right in Boston. I think they need to probably trade him away. But looking into drafting Marcus Smart, I think Marcus Smart is definitely the best way to go for them. So what I think is they need to trade away Rondo and pick up Smart in the draft, but definitely focus on rebuilding around Smart. Smart, I've seen him play a few times this year. Let me tell you, this kid can flat out play. He's got vision. He's got smarts. As funny as that is, he's a smart player.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a little hesitant to trade Rondo because he is the cornerstone of this franchise right now. But we do have to speed things up here, so we're going to get into our last topic. In the NBA, because Ryan is here, we have to talk about the Golden State Warriors right now. We have gone too long without talking about them. Although the defensive struggles continue to catch up to them, they lost to the Thunder, giving up 54 points to Kevin Durant. They lost to the Nuggets. Ryan, what do you think about this Golden State team?
Honestly, I think they're a pretty Jekyll and Hyde team. I mean, I love them to death, but sometimes they look like they could be a 60-win team with Iguodala running the break, Curry, Thompson out there, and Lee and Bogut in the middle. But other times, I just see this team that goes ISO way too much, relies on their jump shot, and doesn't. Honestly, they have a good defense. They're fourth in the league in field goal percentage and defensive efficiency. But when I look at the teams that I see in the playoffs, they don't match up well with Houston. They won one game against Oklahoma City, but I doubt they won a playoff series against them. They could beat the Clippers. I could see a tight series with Spurs, but they just do not match up well against most of the teams in the playoffs. I like them. And I think Curry really elevates his passing game. Like, I think he's second in the league at this. I think they're going to be a top 4 seed for the foreseeable future. But maybe it's a little bit early right now to call them a title contender.
Yeah, defense wins championships, and that's something Golden State has always had to work on, is going to continue to need to work on. Although I think Andre Iguodala is a fantastic player.
Jake?
Yes?
Do you mind if I butt in with a slight opinion here?
Yeah, you can always give your opinion on this show.
Well, okay, this is an interesting one, and I'm not sure what you're going to think of this. But I'm thinking that in the NBA today, the defense wins championships mantra is becoming less and less true. While it still stays true in sports like football, I don't think it's true anymore in the NBA. I don't think it's all offensive shootouts that are going to win this.
I think you're right. I think there's still defense is still needed defense is still a key part.
Oh, yeah, no, well,
It's why the
defense
Indiana
needs any
Pacers are
team to have
defense.
a balanced team that's not going to get blown out. I think the Warriors have too little lead. But I think, like, he's terrible. Like,
Jake, I'm going to agree with him. I'm going to agree with you. I've looked at the games between the best teams in the West right now. The games are high scoring. They are all high scoring. Yes, there's a little defense. Defense is still in it's important. But look, they're high scoring games. There's no way around that. Golden State, when I look at them, I see a team that is almost there. I see a team that has a lot of talent. That starting lineup is, I think it's a great starting lineup. I think Andrew Bogut, not necessarily the center of the future, but he's good right now for that position. They have they're solid enough on the other ones, but the bench I don't like. I like Harrison Barnes, but Jordan Crawford, I like him, but I don't think he's the same level that they need. Honestly, I don't think that D is that important right now. I think this Golden State team doesn't have enough defense.
Yeah, but
defense is not the most important thing. Offense is more. You need some defense, but it's the same thing as a team with a perfect defense.
Yeah, I feel you. Ryan, what do you think?
I think Golden State has shown they could be they have the potential to be a good defense. Like I said earlier, they're pretty Jekyll and Hyde about it. They're fourth in the league in defense efficiency. I think 8th in points, somewhere around there. But there are nights where they give up 127 to the Thunder, 123 to the Nuggets. But there's also games where they held San Antonio to 75 in San Antonio, New Orleans to 87, Houston to, I believe, 44% field goals. Then they held Denver to 82 in their own home building. I think their defense, what happens to them is they're forced to play. Teams like they go small enough and remove Bogut from the game. That's how the Warriors they get as contrary to what most people believe. When the Warriors get shootout, they lose. They need Bogut on the floor. They need Iguodala. And when that happens, when Bogut and Iguodala get off the floor, for one, both of them can't shoot free throws for their life. And two, when the opponent can't pick up the pace, I don't think the Warriors can win. The Warriors need, it doesn't have to be a very slow game. The Warriors need to be in control of the pace.
Yep. We'll see how they turn out. We'll see if they can get the defense together. We'll see if they need to, or if they can win a championship already. We'll find out. It'll be exciting. Ryan, thank you for being on the show. You're welcome back anytime. Any last words?
Thanks, man.
No problem. Sorry about your Chargers.
Yeah, good season. I mean, almost in Denver.
Yep, I feel the same way about the Packers. I'll see you around.
Yeah.
And with that, we are done with the NBA. That one went a little longer than I thought. I told you we'd have a lot of debates tonight, and we continue. We're pulling out a first here. For all you Canadians out there, or people who live on the East Coast, or anywhere where they actually have snow, we're talking about hockey. And even in Los Angeles, people are starting to care about hockey.
What's snow's connection? I asked you one question. Snow and hockey technically don't have a connection. It would be ice and hockey. And ice is a tribute with cold temperatures that needed snow. Snow is technically not ice.
We have a team that's better than the two teams we're talking about. Don't forget about Chicago.
What? Sharks are better than Chicago.
Okay, I already regret bringing up hockey. I am already... Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
No,
Guys.
Shh.
Order. Noah, you are not going to stop. No. I will mute you. I will mute you. Listen, can we just tell you that Chicago is the best team in the NHL so you don't talk about them?
No.
Well, it's certainly not San Jose. Even I know that.
Anaheim is the best team in the NHL. Everybody will agree with me.
This is true. Yes.
We beat them 4-2.
You know Anaheim's better than you.
Stop
We're not
now. Kings, Red Wings.